Subspaces. Here we will discuss subspace of a topological space. For that, let X top be a topological space and Y be a subset of X. Let U equal to set of all U intersection Y, where U is a member of tau. That means we have a set X, this is X, and let this be Y, this is the set Y. Then what is collection U? They are U intersection Y's with U in tau. U in tau means what? U belongs to tau means U is open in X. Suppose this is an open set U in X. What will be U intersection Y? This is that one, U intersection Y. So this part comes in U. Clear? Now we will show that this U is a topology on Y. In order to show U is a topology on Y, we have to show the three axioms of topology. So for the first one, we know phi and X belongs to tau. We can write phi intersection Y equal to phi is a member of U, because phi belongs to tau means intersecting that element with the subset Y, you are getting it as a member of U. So what are the members of U? Intersection of every open set in the topological space X top with Y, intersecting them with Y. So phi intersection Y is phi and this belongs to U. Similarly, what will be X intersection Y? X intersection Y is Y, that also belongs to U because X belongs to tau. So we have phi as well as Y belongs to U. Now for the second condition, let collection UI intersection Y, where I in I be an index family of sets, be an arbitrary collection of members of U. All this belongs to U. Then what about their union? Union I in I, UI intersection Y can be written as union of UI's I in I intersection Y. But all these are members of, all UI's are members of tau. How? Because UI intersection Y is a member of U means what? UI is an open set in X, that is UI is a member of tau. Therefore union of UI is again in tau because it's a topology. So this is a member of tau and intersecting it with Y becomes a member of U. So union of members of U is again in U. That is the second axiom, tau is closed under arbitrary union. Now we can go for the third one, that is finite intersection of members of U is again in U. For that, let U1 intersection Y, U2 intersection Y, etc. UN intersection Y be members of U. We have to show that intersection of these members is again in U. For that, U1 intersection Y intersection U2 intersection Y, etc. intersection UN intersection Y can be written as intersection I running from 1 to n UI intersection y. But all these UIs are members of tau as like this, and tau is closed under finite intersection. So this implies intersection I running from 1 to n UI, intersection y is a member of U. So U is closed under finite intersection, hence U is a topology on Y, that is U is a topology on Y, and this topology is called subspace topology. Subspace topology on Y, or it is also called relative topology. Relative topology on Y, and this is denoted by tau restricted to Y. So we have a topological space X tau, and we have a subset Y subset of X, and we have got a topology on Y that is nothing but tau restricted to Y, and this is called the subspace topology on Y. Tau restricted to Y is said to be obtained relativizing tau to Y, and the space Y tau restricted to Y is called the subspace of X tau. We can see one example of subspace topology. Example, consider R as a subset of R2 by taking R as set of all x0 ordered pair x0 with x in R, and let tau be the usual topology on R2, that is the topology having collection of open disks as a base. So this is the base of that topology. We know that open disks are the base for usual topology on R2. Now we claim that tau restricted to R is the usual topology on R. For that, let U be the usual topology on R. First we will show that U is contained in tau restricted to R. For that, it is enough to show that every element of a base for U, every element of B for U is in tau restricted to R. But what is the form of a base in U? It is an open bounded interval. So this is R. So this is a arbitrary member of a random member of the base, open interval AB. Now this AB, when viewed as a member of R2, this will be of the form A0, B0. That means each such interval AB corresponds to a set S of points on the x-axis in R2 between A0 and B0, where we have taken A less than B. Now let D denote the open disk. Let D be the open disk with center at a plus b by 2 0. This is the center of that disk. So here comes the center a plus b by 2. This is the center, and taking radius as r as b minus a by 2. So this is b minus a by 2. So you will get a disk like this. That is, D is an open disk in R2. D is an open disk in R2 under usual topology. We can write S as D intersection R. That you can verify from this figure. So this one was your S, this was S, and you have one disk D, and D intersection with the x-axis or real line will give you S. That means what? This is an open set in R2, or D is a member of tau. We have taken tau as the topology, that is usual topology on R2, and this is like Y. So this means what? S belongs to tau restricted to R, but S was a member of U. Hence we have U contained in tau restricted to R. Similarly, we can show that this tau restricted to R is contained in U. So we have U as tau restricted to R. A remark: members of tau restricted to Y are said to be open in Y. And now if A is a subset of Y and A is open in X, then what can we say about its openness in Y? Since A is a subset of Y, this is Y, this is X, and A is contained in Y. A is a subset of X, but this A is open in X. That means what? We can write this A as A intersection Y, where this is a member of tau because A is open in X. So this A intersection Y is a member of tau restricted to Y. That means A is a member of tau restricted to Y. This will imply A is open in Y. So a set which is open in X and it is contained entirely in Y means that is open in Y. Any subset of Y which is open in X is also open in Y. But the converse need not be true, because it may happen that there is a set V which is subset of Y and V is open in Y, but V need not be open in X. Why? Because if you take V as Y itself, we know Y is open in Y because Y is a member of tau restricted to Y. Full set and empty set belongs to that subspace topology. But Y need not be open in X. There are sets which are not open in X. So Y need not be open in X. Clear? So a subset of y, that is contained entirely in y, is open in X will imply it is open in y, but this open in y does not imply it is open in X. Now we have a proposition, that is let set subset of y subset of X and let tau be a topology on X. Tau be a topology on X, then tau restricted to Y and restricted to Z will give you tau restricted to Z, because tau restricted to Y is a topology on this space. Okay, this is a topology on subspace Y, and that topology restricting to a subset means it is a topology on Z. So we have this tau restricted to Z. Now we have a definition. Hereditary property. A property of a topological space is said to be hereditary if whenever a space has that property, then so does every subspace of it. That means if a set X as a property, say it is countable or it is discrete, like that, if it has some property, and so does every subspace of it. That means if Y is also a subspace topology, then Y also has that property. For example, let X equal to the set ABC, and we are defining tau 1 as X and phi and tau 2 as the discrete topology, that is the power set topology. So what is tau 1? Tau 1 is the indiscrete topology, and I am taking Y as a subset of X, that is AB. So clearly Y is a subset of X. Now we can check what is the topology on Y. For that, what are the members of tau 1 restricted to Y? Members of tau 1 restricted to Y is of the form U intersection Y, where U belongs to tau. But there is only two members in its tau 1, but there is only two members in tau 1, they are X and phi. So intersecting it with Y and X, we will get phi and Y. So this means what? This is also indiscrete topology on the set Y. So being indiscrete is a hereditary property. Whenever the space X has that property, so does every subspace of it. Now we will check what about tau 2, that is being discrete. Again we can take Y as AB itself, then what will be tau 2 restricted to Y, that is same as tau 1, that is U intersection Y, but U is a member of tau 2. But what are the members of tau 2? Every singleton sets are open in this topology. We know the members of tau 2 are phi, X and all singleton sets, that is A, B, C and AB, AC and BC. So intersecting them with Y, what is Y? Y is actually AB. So intersecting them with set AB, you will get this as, that is tau 2 restricted to Y as phi intersection Y will give you phi, X intersection Y will give you Y, A intersection Y, that is A intersection AB is singleton set A, B intersection AB is singleton set B, C intersection AB is phi, that we have already written. AB intersection AB is AB, and AC intersection Y is singleton set A, BC intersection Y is singleton set B, that we have already here. So this means what? This is a discrete topology. Okay, this AB is Y itself. So this has the members phi, Y, singleton set A and singleton set B. So this is a discrete topology on Y. So being discrete topology is also an hereditary property. Proposition 4.3. Let B be a base for topology tau on a set X and let Y a subset of X. Let B restricted to Y is equal to B intersection Y where B in B. Then B restricted to Y is a base for the topology tau restricted to Y. That means you have the space X and you have a subset Y, and B is a base for tau. So B has members like this, and B is the base for tau, and if we intersect B with Y, we will get base for the restricted topology or subspace topology, tau restricted to Y. So these are the members. These are those members in B restricted to Y. That we can prove. Proof. Let collection B be the base for the topology tau on the given set X, and let Y be a subset of X. B restricted to Y is given as B intersection Y where B is a member of the collection B. Now we want to show that this is a base for tau restricted to Y. This is our aim. We need to show this is a base for tau restricted to Y. For that, we will use characterization of base. Let H be an open set in subspace topology, that is H belongs to tau restricted to Y and X belongs to H. This will implies H is of the form U intersection Y where U is a member of tau. X belongs to H means what? X belongs to U intersection Y. This implies X belongs to U as well as X belongs to Y. This we have. Now U is a member of tau. So by this U belongs to tau and X belongs to U. By characterization of base, we have there exists a member B in collection B such that X belongs to B and is contained in U. That is characterization of base, because we have taken B as the base for the topology tau. X belongs to B and X belongs to Y implies what? X belongs to B intersection Y. Also B is contained in U implies what? B intersection Y is contained in U intersection Y. But U intersection Y is nothing but H. So we have X belongs to B intersection Y and B intersection Y contained in H. That is X belongs to B intersection Y and is contained in H. So we have started from here. H belongs to tau restricted to Y and we have got a member of this collection such that X belongs to that member and is contained in H. So this forms a base for tau restricted to Y. Corollary 4.4, second countability is a hereditary property. Proof. We know what is a second countable space. A space is said to be second countable if it has a countable base. It has a countable base. Let x tau be the second countable space. Second countable space. That means it has a countable base B. Now let Y be a subset of X. Y be a subset of X. Then by the previous proposition, B restricted to Y is a base for the subspace topology tau restricted to Y. But B itself is countable, so B restricted to Y is also countable. That is, B restricted to Y is a countable base for tau restricted to Y. Hence, Y tau restricted to Y is also second countable. That is, second countability is a hereditary property. Next is theorem 4.5, that is, metrizability is a hereditary property. We know what is hereditary property. Whenever a space has some property, so does every subspace of it. Proof. So first we will take a topological space, that is x tau. Let this x tau be metrizable. So this is metrizable means what? There is a metric D, say D be the metric on X which induces the topology tau. Since X tau is metrizable, there should be some metric D on X such that that metric induces the topology tau. Now consider Y subset, a subset Y of X, and we know since D is a metric on X, D is a map from X cross X to R. Now take E as D restricted to Y cross Y. That is restriction of this metric to Y cross Y. Then clearly E is also a metric on Y. Now our aim is to show that E induces, our aim or claim is that E induces the relative topology or subspace topology tau restricted to Y on Y. So this means what? If we are able to prove this means what? E induces the relative topology tau restricted to Y on Y means this space Y tau restricted to Y is also metrizable because this metric induces that topology. Now let us denote the open ball with respect to the metric D. With respect to the metric D has BDYR, where Y belongs to X and R is a number greater than 0. So what is BDYR? The open ball with respect to the metric D. Similarly, open ball with respect to the metric E, we are going to denote it by BEYR, where Y is a member of Y because E is a metric on where Y. Y belongs to Y and R greater than 0. Now what can you say about BEYR? BEYR is an open ball in Y and that can be written as BDYR intersection Y. That means if this is the space X and suppose this is Y and suppose this is an open ball BDYR. So what is BDYR intersection BEYR? This portion. So this is an open ball in where? In Y with respect to the metric E. Okay. By this we have BEYR belongs to tau restricted to Y because this is a member of tau. Since it is open in X, this belongs to tau and intersection with Y means what? This is a member of tau restricted to Y because members of tau restricted to Y are of the form what? U intersection Y, where U is a member of tau. So we have this BEYR belongs to tau restricted to Y. So every open ball of this form is a member of tau restricted to Y. Let U be the metric topology on Y induced by E. Our aim is to show that this U is U is tau restricted to Y. So U is a metric topology on Y induced by E means what? This topology tau restricted to Y is also metrizable. That's what we want. Now for that, let B be the collection of open balls, be the collection of open balls of the form BEYR of Y. So what is B? Collection B? It is the open balls BEYR in Y. So that this B form a base for U. Because U is taken as the metric topology on Y, that means open sets of this topology are open balls, and we have taken that collection B as the collection of all open balls of the form BEYR. This means that B is a base for U. Since it is a base for U, we have this B is contained in U. This we can take it as 2. So from 1 and 2, B is contained in where? Tau restricted to Y, because no, it's from 1 itself. What are the members of B? Members of B are open sets of this form BEYR. So all these members are contained in tau restricted to Y. That means the collection, entire collection B is coming under tau restricted to Y, and from 2 we have U is contained in tau restricted to Y, because B is the base for this topology. So what are the members of this topology U? Members of U are, if you are taking G a member of U, then G is the union of members of B in B. So that means that union is contained in tau restricted to Y, because each BEYR is contained in tau restricted to Y and it is an topology. So U is contained in tau restricted to Y. That is equation number 3. Now we have to show that tau restricted to Y is contained in U. For that we can take an element of tau restricted to Y. That is, let G belongs to tau restricted to Y. That means what? There exists H in tau such that G can be written as H intersection Y. That is the definition of tau restricted to Y. For each Y in G, Y belongs to H, because G is H intersection Y. So Y belongs to G means what? Y belongs to H also. And there exists a number Ry greater than 0 such that Y belongs to BDYRY and that is contained in H. This is a member of tau. Okay. So collection BDYRY or the open balls of the form BDYR are the base for the topology X tau. Hence, by characterization of base, there exists some element of that base, that is BDYRY, such that Y belongs to that one and that is contained in H. So this implies what? This implies Y belongs to BDYRY intersection. Since Y is a member of G and G is H intersection Y, that means Y belongs to G implies Y belongs to Y also. Okay. So this Y belongs to BDYRY intersection Y, that is contained in BDYRY is contained in H. So this is contained in H intersection Y. So this means what? We have Y belongs to BDYRY intersection Y is nothing but BEYRY by this one. Okay. So we have Y belongs to BEYRY and is contained in H intersection Y. H intersection Y is G. That is corresponding to every Y in G, that is for every Y in G there exists BEYRY such that Y belongs to BEYRY and is contained in G. So this implies G means or G is unions of all these BEYRYs where Y is a member of G, because we have taken, suppose this is the set G and we have taken a member Y in G. Whenever we take a Y in G, we are getting an open ball contained in G. So if we take this Y, we are getting another open ball. We are taking this Y, means we are getting another open ball, etc. This G is union of these open balls. So this implies what? Union of these open balls means this G belongs to U, because all these open balls, collection of all these open balls is a base for U. So this member G can be written as the union of some members of the base. So G belongs to U. But we have taken G as a member of tau restricted to Y, and we got G in U, which implies tau restricted to Y is contained in U. So we have tau restricted to Y contained in U, as well as by 3 U contained in tau restricted to Y. So we have tau restricted to Y equal to U. That means we have taken U as the metric topology, therefore tau restricted to Y is the metric topology on Y, or we can say that Y tau restricted to Y is metrizable. Hence, whenever the space X tau is metrizable, every subspace of it is also metrizable. This means metrizability is a hereditary property. Now, last theorem of this section, that is, if X tau is second countable, that means it has a countable base, and Y subset of X, then any cover of Y by members of tau has a countable subcover. Suppose this is the set X and this one is Y, this one is Y, and we have X tau as second countable space and any cover of Y by members of tau. Members of tau means open sets in X. That means any cover of Y by open sets in X. So we can take this as the open sets in X. Suppose this is an open, this is the collection of open sets in X which covers Y. Okay, this collection covers Y. Now what we need to prove? This has a countable subcover. We need to show that this cover has a countable subcover which covers Y. Proof: let U be the covering of Y by members of tau. That means if you take a member U belongs to this collection U, we have U in tau because U is an open set in X. Now we need to show that this U, collection U, has a countable subcover. For that, let V is an open cover of Y with respect to the relative topology tau restricted to Y. So what is V? V is an open cover of Y. So this Y will be covered by open sets in tau restricted to Y. Since second countability is hereditary property, we know X tau is second countable. Since it is an hereditary property, the space Y tau restricted to Y is also second countable. Since Y tau restricted to Y is a second countable space and V is an open cover of that space, implies V has a countable subcover. This is from theorem 3.4. Every open cover of a second countable space has a subcover. So V has a countable subcover and we can take that as C. So C is a countable subcover of V. then for each C in C, fix D of C as a member of tau such that C is D of C intersection Y, because C is countable. C is countable. So we can write the elements of C as C1, C2, etc., Cn, etc. And we are fixing D of C a member of tau, means we are taking Ci as some Ui. We are fixing that element as Ui. We are taking Ci as Ui intersection Y. So this D of C is that fixed element, that is Ui, a member of this collection. So we are getting U1 etc., U2 etc., a countable collection such that it is a subfamily of U. This is contained in U and it covers what? Covers Y. How it covers Y? Since V is an open cover of Y and we have got a countable subcover of C, that means V is the cover of Y and we have got the subcover C, a countable subcover. So Y is covered by C, but the elements of C are of the form D of C intersection Y. So this means this collection D of C will cover Y, and we have taken that D of C as U1 etc., Un. We are fixing U1, U2 etc. for each C1 etc., Cn. So this means what? You have U1 etc., Un etc. that is contained in U and it covers Y. That means this collection U has a countable subcover. So that is the theorem.